Mailbag time. We've got this little package that's come from Greece. Nothing that I requested or ordered, so it's a complete mystery. So let's rip into it. It's from Spiros Margiolius SV1GCS. That's a microphone, a General Electric mic. Looks like it's from an old CB or something. It's got a high and a low, not commonly found on microphones, and it's a bit heavier than average, so maybe it's a power mic. As for the plug, never seen one of those before, but it looks like it's a funny size. I don't know, it looks like about 3mm. And then some other connections on it. Just an ordinary speaker, so possibly a speaker microphone. The magnet on it is what's contributing its weight, and not much else inside. What else do we have in here? Mazda radio valve, PL504. Never heard of that one. If anyone's heard of a PL504, let me know what it does. Really strange base. How many pins on it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 pins, that's common enough on a valve base, but never seen anything like this. The 9-pin ones that I'm used to seeing are a little bit smaller. Anyway, I'll do a quick search and see if anything comes up. Apparently it's a TV pentode line output valve. We have a letter. And this is the best sort of letter you can get, one with a circuit diagram on it. Telba Electronic. It says FM transmitter. Really? Oh well, yeah, that looks like a VHF dipole. It's got a varactor diode there. RF choke, that must be where you put in your audio so you'd get a bit of modulation. I reckon it would be pretty wide deviation. There's a 47 picofarad there, and a capacitor in parallel. So yeah, it's just a one valve, self-excited FM transmitter. What frequency, I don't know. Filament says 27 volts, 15 amp. No, maybe it's 0.15 of an amp. It's just a one valve oscillator transmitter exciter thing, unusually FM, going direct to the antenna, no harmonic suppression, anything like that. And I'd imagine that any variation on the antenna loading would cause the frequency to shift as well. So it's not going to be very stable, but it's got its own mains power supply, 220 volt. Oh, it's got an LED, so it can't be that old a circuit. There's only one winding on here, 27 volts. So this is as dodgy as hell. Look at what they do for the high tension. They tap off the 220 volts there with a single rectifier, and then that's obviously a 2-section capacitor, 450 volt. So yeah, they take the high tension straight off the AC main. So yeah, 310 volts. So yeah, that figures 1.4 times 220. Yeah, that's near enough. And so they've just got the secondary of the transformer. It's got 27 volts written here just for the filament. So yeah, kids, don't build this at home. This is dodgy stuff. Always use a proper transformer, both your high tension and your low tension. If you don't have a mains transformer that goes from, you know, your mains primary, your 220, 240 volt up to your high tension, then you could maybe try 2 transformers back to back. That could work, particularly if you're only drawing not much current. But yeah, definitely good idea to have transformer isolation and not try to rectify mains direct like they do here. Then there's all this stuff in Greek. Don't know what it is, but I presume it's just a description. But then there's something 2013, so maybe this is not so old. It says it's a kit. Got some more stuff on the back. Oh, 0 to 30 picofarad. So that must mean the thing is VHF. It's got here 98,000 kilohertz. Okay, so we know that it's for the FM broadcast band. If you wanted a dodgy pirate radio transmission, wideband FM, it would drift all over the dial and it'll be super dangerous, then hey, this is a circuit for you. We've got here a valve socket. Fortunately, the right size for this, for the PL504. Bit hard to mount though, it doesn't have any holes to mount on your chassis. Digging deeper, it's a bit windy, so the audio is not going to be much good. I'm talking as close to the camera as possible. I'll give you a closer look of this knob. 0 to 100. Oh good, it's got grub screws in it, so that's good. Anyway, this is probably from a, I don't know, World War II thing. But yeah, nice 0 to 100 dial. If you're building an antenna coupler and you had a variable capacitor with the right shaft size, this would be fantastic. What is that? Got no idea. And possibly the thing most useful to me in this box, I'm always running out of them, are BNC sockets. If nothing else, this will definitely be of use in some project. Oh, and here's something else. Looks like it's seen better days, but yep, a compression trimmer. Even got the capacitance marked, 100 picofarad. Yep, I did a video a couple of years ago talking about the different types of variable capacitors, so if that interests you, then be sure to look up that video. Possibly the best part of what was inside is this variable capacitor. Up to about 50 picofarad, and it suits the control that I showed you before. A smaller one, maybe 10, 20 picofarad, could be handy for a little VHF receiver or antenna coupler. Now we go from ancient to quite modern. What's this? A BB105. I presume a diode, maybe even a varactor, not sure. So yeah, that's the box of bits posted all the way from Greece to Australia at probably considerable expense, so thanks for that. And you've seen it on the video, so hope you're watching, Spiros.